Shout out Gilbert Arenas. People love the results, but they don't love the process. And next one, shout out, you're scared to fail, you're scared to succeed. I was never afraid to take the shot. I was afraid of not being ready. Next one, Arenas. Shout out, I don't play to fit in. I play to stand out. Next one, when you know how much work you put in, you don't need validation. I'm telling you, I'd rather take the shot and live with it than pass it and regret it. Dang, a lot of people need validation. I know my validation. Like, a lot of people need assurance. I know my self-assurance. A lot of people need confidence. I'm the most self-confident in myself. You gotta be the most self-confident in yourself. Those are the things that's gonna take you to the next level. And I'm gonna end it with that, man. I could go on more, but I got stuff to do today.
Hold your applause, I ain't done yet. Immortality got me weary since Kobe died. I got this watch on my arm, but I'll never know my time. So my focus lies in my work, which got me in overdrive. I can't break for a day. I'm in a maze of my mind, I can't make an escape.
Say, man, so we back with another episode of Decoding Two Sides of the System. This is another episode of the Affirmation Run. Today's run is inspired by Gilbert Arenas, a mindset built on confidence, preparation, and accountability. Before we get into it, make sure you follow me on Instagram. This isn't about talent. This isn't about opinions. This run is about understanding that people love the results, but they don't love the process. And confidence doesn't come from talking. It comes from the work. If you're scared to fail, you're scared to succeed. And if you don't trust your preparation, the moment will expose you. This isn't motivation. This isn't mentality. Lock in, breathe, and let's get to it. First one. Shout out Gilbert Arenas. People love the results, but they don't love the process. Everybody loves the results of what you get. Everybody loves the results of having everything. Everybody loves the results of what you get at the end of the journey. Everybody loved that. Everybody loved to see how you look or what you dress, what you done bought, the cars, the money. Everybody loved that. But they don't love the process that it takes to get to those things. They don't love the long nights. They don't love when nobody's watching you. They don't love when you're not getting no likes on your posts or your content is not moving or anything. A lot of people don't love the process to get anything. They don't love the hard work. They don't like the sweat. They don't like the study. They don't like to read. They don't like to be disciplined, because all those are the process. They like the results. They just like the results of getting things. If you're somebody that like the results of getting things without loving the process, then you're selling yourself short, because the process of anything is how you get everything. And the people who just love the results are limited in what they will achieve and what they will be successful at. Because if you just love the results but you don't love the process, then you're not going to ever be able to get the results that you want due to the process of your work, due to the process of your mindset. The process is everything. And you got to understand that people who put results in front of process are people that have a limit on their success, who people feel like, if I just get this, I'll be all right. There's a cap on their mental mindset to what they feel like they can achieve, to what they feel that will make them happy. But ultimately, if you fall in love with the process, you won't say only if I get this. You'll say I deserve this and more, because your mental mindset will be wrapped into the things that you love, will be wrapped into the things that you're putting everything, all your eggs in that basket, putting all your sweat equity into that basket. So the process of who you come out of there is going to level you up in all phases of life, not just within your business, but within your life, because you're going to become disciplined to the process of getting everything you want. And understand that whatever you want in life, there's a process to get it. If you don't love the process that it takes to get it, or you're not willing to do the process, then you'll never have what you want. You'll never have the result of what you want to the highest level that you wanted to, because the process comes before that. So please understand that, and y'all already know my motto, man. Be different. Next one, shout out to Gilbert Arenas. If you're scared to fail, you're scared to succeed. If you are scared to fail with starting out your business, without starting that new job, without starting a different way out of the life you've been living, then you are scared to succeed, because you'll never succeed if you don't have the guts to fail. Listen, failure is a part of success because it teaches you all the lessons and it builds an armor on you, an armor that will help you keep going, an armor that will build up the things inside that you need to grow on, your mental mindset, your mentality, just how you handle things, how you approach things. All that matters whenever it comes to life. And understand that being scared to fail is a process, but understand that that process also means that you're scared to succeed. If you are not able to sit up there and be afraid to fail, that means you haven't put in enough work to truly believe in yourself. Because once you step out, failure is not going to be an option. It's only going to be called a life lesson. And that's most things. Most people quit when they get the life lesson that's going to help them succeed. Whenever you fail, you learn things about yourself. You learn things about your character. You learn things about your work ethic. Those things then snowball into you having everything, all the ingredients you need in order to be successful. But if you are scared of that, then you're scared to succeed, because succeeding comes with failure. That's what nobody talks about. Most people say is either you succeed or you fail. But no, it's not that. Because if you're scared to fail, you'll never be able to succeed at what you want in life. You have to be able to get out there and test yourself against other elites. That's why I love boxing so much. I love boxing because you can meet two elite fighters and they both can be great fighters. But if they're scared to succeed and get to the level that they truly want, then it's a wrap. Because they're scared to fail. That means they're not going to go get in the ring with somebody who's going to bring that up out of them. And that's what you need in life. You got to have the tools and the mentality to put yourself in positions to where you have to use all your tools in order to succeed. But you can never be afraid to fail. Like whenever you get the opportunity of a lifetime, or you get an opportunity on anything, you got to have a confidence and you got to have that built now. So whenever you get on there, you're not going on there scared to, I'm just scared to fail. Then you're never going to succeed, because you're not even giving your best version of yourself the light in order to succeed, because you're so worried about failure. And that's the thing. A lot of people worry about failure or the opinions of others so much that they block their own way to success. You have to believe in yourself. You got to have a self-belief more than anybody, more than any situation, no matter the odds. Like LaRussell's one of my favorite artists. He said, now they calling me genius. It used to be insanity. A lot of people are going to say you insane right now. That's the part of success. Whenever you're doing this, you're jumping into a lane to where you could fail. But the best part about it is you don't ever have to accept it. You can push forward until you succeed. And if you're not able to be able to process failure, to be able to understand what you did wrong and how to get better, how are you ever going to be successful? Because nobody in life has a 100% rate of doing anything. So you're going to make mistakes, but the key is, who are you when the mistakes are made? How do you handle the mistakes? How do you face those mistakes? How do you overcome those mistakes? What lessons have you learned to never make those mistakes again? That's the biggest answer. You got to ask yourself that, and you got to be different. Number 3, shout out to Gilbert Arenas. I was never afraid to take the shot. I was afraid of not being ready. This is what a lot of people go through in life. I feel like, and me personally, I'm never afraid to shoot my shot at anything, whether it's life, business relationships, women, whatever. I'm never afraid to shoot my shot. I'm afraid of not being ready for that moment, though, because those moments only come around once in a lifetime. So I would much rather be scared of not being ready. And that's what I'm doing now. That's why I'm on this affirmation run. That's why I'm sitting here showing y'all and telling y'all all the people who I admire, all the people who I look up to, and one day I'm going to be on their platforms. But whenever I shoot my shot, if I fail, it's not going to be because I'm not ready. It's going to be because things that I can't control. All the things that I can control, I'm going to be successful in. I'm going to do whatever it requires. If it's looking at things, if it's reading things, if it's learning more about a guest or anything, I'm going to prepare like it's the championship on everything, because the scary thing is doing all this hard work and then you get down on yourself. Then people give you an opportunity and you're not even ready for that opportunity. We have so many people in life that start your cooking thing and you're doing your cooking thing and people starting to look at your page and you get excited, but at the end of the day, you're not even being ready for if they really gave you a shot, because they watching you and then you go off. Then you're not consistent. You don't do the things that you need to do. It's a process, y'all. It's a process. Understand that. Like, people have to understand the difference in between not being afraid to take a shot versus not being ready to take a shot. Like, if you're not ready, then that means your preparation has failed you. That means your plan has failed you. That means everything that you built within yourself to get to a moment has failed you. That's more scary than you just taking a shot, knowing I put in the work, knowing I did everything I can, and if I shoot this shot, whether it make or miss, I know I did my best. That's the mental mindset you got to have in whatever you take. But a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people are sitting here, they're being afraid of both. They're being afraid to take the shot and they believe that they're not ready. You can't have that. You got to have the confidence to be ready no matter the circumstances, no matter the time, because when your time comes, it's very limited. You got to open that door and kick it in and close the door behind you and go forward, push forward. Because there's a lot of people that want the same things that you got. But there's no one that's going to understand. There's no one that's going to want it more than you want it more than yourself. And if they do, then you don't want it bad enough. Understand that and be different. Next one. Shout out Gilbert Arenas. I don't play to fit in. I play to stand out. A lot of people in life are playing to fit in a role of the society within the algorithm, or that you're trying to fit in. You're doing everything like everybody else and you're just trying to fit in and catch a wave and say, oh yeah, I'm looking at this page. I know if this page went off, I'm going to just do what they did and then I'm going to lock in and do this. Instead of playing to stand out, being your own best self, being your own best version of yourself and putting out your type of content that you love in the way that you want to put it out. That's going to create a whole snowball of you, of how great you are, of how special you are, of how mentally focused you are, how bright you shine. Like, that's the key to everything, man. There's so many people that want to fit in and be like other people, get the same clothes, say the same lines, do the same content. But don't nobody want to play to stand out. Don't nobody want to stand out on their own. Be their own person. Be your own boss. Stand in your own new lane. Create something new and fresh that you love authentically for you, that the world catches on, and then to where you automatically stand out. You're the new trend. People want to be like you. We have so many people in life that they don't know who they want to be. They don't know what they want to do. So they fit into a narrative. And then that narrative end up costing them relationships, business opportunities, and some it even costs them their life. Because you got people that's playing around in the streets that want to fit in, not understanding that you stand out because you're smart. You stand out because you hold a camera, not a gun. There's a difference. Like, stop thinking that you got to fit in everywhere and play to stand out. Stand out on your goals. Stand out on your dreams. Stand out on your purpose. Stand out on your habits. Stand out on doing the things that you love to do, no matter people's opinions. Especially when it provides you clarity. Especially when it provides you growth. Especially when it provides you stability to understand yourself. Don't play to fit in other people's world. Walk and stand out in your own. Be different. Next one. Shout out Gilbert Arenas. When you know how much work you put in, you don't need validation. I'm telling y'all right now, this is why I've been doing these affirmation runs, and this is why I've just been dropping content and steady dropping YouTube shorts and things like that. Listen, I know how much work I'm putting in. I know what I'm going through. I know what I'm going through on the daily. I know what I'm pushing myself to be. I understand what I'm going through mentally. I understand what God has put me through right now. I don't need validation from other people. I don't need validation from the people that's close to me. I don't need validation from people to tell me how great I am. I know how much work I'm putting in, so I know I'm great. You gotta have that same mentality. You are great. Look how much work you put into your life. Look how much work that it took you to get to where you are. Look how much growth you had to overcome to be the person that you are now. You don't need validations from others. You don't need validations from your friends, for people who just judging you off a version of yourself that you've been let go. You don't need validation from your family who don't know you, who only see you during special holidays. You don't need that validation whenever you know how much work you put in. So continue to put in the work. Don't let the opinions of others dim your light on your confidence, on your self-worth. Don't do that, because you work too hard. And if you work too hard, you understand what I'm saying. This kills people's confidence. This kills people's drive, because we search for validation to the people that's close to us without understanding that the people that's close to us don't have what you have in order to chase your dreams. They don't have what you have being willing to face those storms. They don't have what you have to turn your life once was adversity into success. They don't have that. What they do have is you, and you're the experience of, oh, well, this person, she or he, they just keep going. They just keep going, but they never going to get to where they want to go. We grew up together. They feel like you are an extension of them. If they don't do what they say that they want to do, they don't believe you can do it. So don't let that kill your validation. Don't seek validation from these people. Seek validation for the people that's around the world, the people that you want to help. Seek validation from all the hard work that you putting in, seeing what it blossomed to. That's what really matters. Those people are what really matters. In life, sometimes we get it confused because we're born into something, or blood makes us family and all these different things. When in reality, that don't mean nothing when it comes to validation, because the same people that's closest to you might be the people who doubt you more than your haters. So you got to have a mental mindset to be able to face it, understand it, and push through it. And don't ever forget, be different. Next one. I'd rather take the shot and live with it than pass it and regret it. Listen, I'd rather take the shot and live with the consequences in life. I'd rather do everything that I'm doing right now to be successful than regret even trying. You have to be willing to take the shot and live with the consequences no matter what. But if you pass it on and then you regret it, that's going to kill you for a lifetime. We have so many people that wanted to be great and wanted to do all these different things, but life might have hit you. You might have had a kid or something, or you might have lost your job, or you might have hurt yourself and you couldn't achieve your ultimate goal within sports or anything. But understand, you still have a shot to take in life. And if you could take that shot and keep pushing forward, that is going to last you way longer than you passing it up and regretting it. You wonder why, wow, I should have did that. I hear so many people talk all the time about wanting to do podcasts and wanting to do episodes and things like that. Listen, then they say, man, if I just would have kept going 5 to 10 years ago, I would have it. And then they regret not doing it. Listen, it don't matter what people say. It matters what people do. It don't matter what people want. It matters what people do to get what they want. You got to be willing to do whatever it takes to get what you want. You got to be willing to take the shot in life. Don't pass it so that you have regret on, man, I should have took that shot. You passed this opportunity to somebody you didn't even know, and they didn't even take it as far as you said that you could take it, as far as you know you can take it. They didn't even do it. And now you regret it. Now you see them winning in the lane that you want. But understand, you only have one life. You got one shot at this. Why are you sitting there playing it safe, doing something that you really hate, doing something that don't feed your passion, doing something that don't require you to be the best version of yourself, not living out your purpose to what God has planned for you? All that matters, man. And understand that Because there's a lot of people in life that have passed the ball and they didn't take the shot and now they regret it. There's so many people that passed on opportunities that could have lasted them for a lifetime. And I'm not talking about a lifetime of wealth. I'm talking about a lifetime of peace. I'm talking about a lifetime of purpose. I'm talking about a lifetime of doing the things that you love to do for a lifetime, making that your career. But they passed it up and now they regret it because they put their hat in this bowl thinking that money was going to solve everything and this was going to be their life. Now they're overworked. Now they don't have time to do nothing else. And now this has been a figment of their life. That's all they do. Don't be that person. Don't regret not going for something at 100%. If you out there, you grinding for sports, put in more time. You on this pod thing, drop every day. This is what I'm doing. I'm on my affirmation run. I'm taking this shot that I have right now and I'm putting my all into it. I'm not passing it. I'm not going to regret it. I am going to one day interview Gilbert Arenas. One day is going to go on No Chill Gil and all the other things that they have. One day, my affirmation will come true. I just got to continue to put in the work. You just got to continue to put in the work. So put in the work, be great, and be different. Next one, shout out Gilbert Arenas. Everybody talks toughness until it's time to be uncomfortable. Everybody's tough until them uncomfortable situations come about. That's why I love boxing. I love boxing because the build-up, the press conferences, people talk crazy and they do all these things and they might seem tough. They team talk tough and all that. But once you get in that ring and you get to round 3, round 4, and the fight get tough, you get hit with something and you can't recover, or you go down on the canvas and you got to get back up, or you getting outboxed and it's round 9 and you're down. That's when all the toughness come out, because everybody can talk it until it gets uncomfortable. That's when you find out how tough you is, when you just can't figure a person out. They've been beating you and you got to dig down and figure out a way. That's when toughness comes. See, a lot of people don't understand. That's the problem with the streets. Everybody thinks street dudes are these so tough people. They're tough until it gets uncomfortable, till the cops catches them and then they say you going to go to jail or you can tell. That's when it's uncomfortable. That's when the real character show. That's when the person, the individual of all the things that you say, you got to stand on. And just like in life, everybody's going through a tough life right now. Everybody's going through something. Everybody's struggling. Everybody loses people. Everybody have money problems. Everybody goes through a trial and error in life. But when that uncomfortable come, who are you? Are you going to be somebody that stay in the bed, continue to let your weight go, continue to not post, continue to keep saying I'm about to do this, continue to keep plotting on a plan that you've been plotting on for 10 years? Or do you get uncomfortable and you face it head on and you say, no matter the storm, I'm going to drop, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that? That's what I'm currently in. I have to give you guys this because I can't do nothing else right now. I'm very uncomfortable, but I'm not going to let that impact my work. I'm not going to let that impact my drive. I'm not going to let that impact my energy. I'm going to show up every day and I'm going to get everything that I want. Have that mentality. What's your mentality when things are tough? Not when everything's going good in your relationship. When things are tough, do you run away? Do you sit there and try to figure it out? Do you push to be a better version of yourself for your individual? That's the tough moments. That's when it matters. That's when it matters, y'all. Anybody can talk tough. Anybody can talk straight. But until it's time to actually come about those things that you're talking about, it's fake. Don't be fake. Be different. Last one, man. Shout out Gilbert Arenas. I didn't need validation. I already knew. All the things that I'm doing is affirmations. I'm not asking for validation from these people. Because I already know one day I'm going to interview them. I'm going to meet them. I'm going to be on their shows. I am going to do everything that's on this affirmation run. If y'all been watching all these episodes, go look at all these people that I'm shouting out, that I'm sitting here learning the mental mindset things from, is because I know one day I'm going to meet them and I'm going to be not prepared but overly prepared for whatever it entails. If it's sports, I know how to do that. If it's life, I know how to do that. If it's mental health, I know. If it's anything that they do, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what I'm getting myself into and that I'm knowledgeable and ready. And that's the thing. A lot of people need validation. I know my validation. Like, a lot of people need assurance. I know my self-assurance. A lot of people need confidence. I'm the most self-confident in myself. You got to be the most self-confident in yourself. Those are the things that's going to take you to the next level. And I'm going to end it with that, man. I could go on more, but I got stuff to do today, man. So, listen, remember, when you know how much work you put in, you don't need validation. You don't play to fit in. You play to stand out. You rather take the shot than live with regret. Everybody talks toughness until it's time to be uncomfortable. Let the work speak. Let the preparation carry you. And let the moment make you ready. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. We are not here to follow the crowd. We're here to be different. I'll see y'all in the next video.
Hey, it's your boy King Trey here with Decoding, Two Sides of the System. I've been telling y'all that I got a big announcement. Well, it's here. I've now partnered with my first deal with the Clap app. And listen, all you gotta do is use my link. Boom, it's gonna be here, it's gonna be here, it's gonna be here, all down here. Listen, click the link. If you got any videos that you want to make reels out of, if you got any podcasts, gym content that you talking, or anything, and you don't know how to make your own reels or your content creation, all you got to do is use my link, plug in your URL to your content, and it will make your reels for you. Listen, this is an opportunity for you to take whatever content you got to the next level. And with Clap, that's what we doing. We taking it to the next level. So I want to thank everybody that's been supporting me from day one, to all the people, all my new subscribers. Like I say, y'all not subscribers, y'all family members. The Be Different family is growing fast. And with the growth, we're now accomplishing new things. So I want to thank y'all for supporting me, growing with me. And listen, y'all make sure y'all tap in. I'm talking about, listen, I'm clapping. Hey, it's there. Use the link and let me know what, you know what? Forget all that. I want to see who got the best content. Use my link, tag me in the content, and I'm going to throw you on the pod. That's what we doing. I'm going to shout you out to all the family. Whoever got the best content, that make the best content using the Clap app, is going on the pod, man. So y'all already know the motto: be different.